In this video, we're going to install the Translate with Twilio Conversation Relay repo. Download or clone the repo to your local machine and then open it up in your favorite IDE. Click on the instructions file and we'll see a list of things we need to do. First, install the Twilio Node SDK by running this command in your terminal. Next, we'll open the template.yaml file. This contains all the instructions needed for AWS SAM and CloudFormation to spin up all the resources you need. In this file, we need to update the Twilio account SID and auth token for the account you want to use in two places. In this file, search for all caps Twilio _ to find the two places where we need to make the change. And here's where you enter your Twilio account SID and auth token. And the agent phone number is a default number for the callee, the second person to be called. The Twilio default from should be the number that the caller calls because that is the same number that will actually call the second caller, the agent phone number. Once you've entered those two phone numbers, search again for Twilio _ to find the second place where you need to update the Twilio account SID and Twilio auth token. With those changes in place, we can save the template.yaml file. And then next we need to copy this AWS profile.profile sample to just AWS-profile.profile and enter your local AWS profile name. This profile name will be used to run the AWS CLI command to kick off the deploy to update all the resources that you need in AWS. Now we're ready to build. So from the terminal, run sam build. This will get everything ready to deploy. I'll clear my window here and sam build. I'll copy the next command, which is the sam deploy. I'm going to add -- guided right in here to take us through a guided walkthrough for the first time that we install. Make sure you use US East 1 for the region. And there is one endpoint that doesn't have authentication. Please say yes in this step, and of course in production it would not be this way. This should take about 2 minutes to deploy. Once it's finished, copy the value of this endpoint for TWIML, initiate translation session. Hop over to your Twilio console, go into Manage Active Numbers, find the number you want to use, and then for the voice handler, a call comes in, select webhook and paste that value, and then save your changes. The last step is to upload a profile into your newly created DynamoDB instance. This profile will be linked to the phone number you'll use to initiate the call, and it will contain the language and voice configuration for both the caller and the callee. Open the file profile-caller-example.js in the configuration Dynamo Loaders folder. In that file, review the comments in the top section and then edit the properties of the JSON object to configure the languages and voices for the caller and the callee. It should be self-explanatory. The example in the repo has an English-speaking caller and a Spanish-speaking callee. You can, of course, change these as needed. Once you've finished editing that JSON object, return to the instructions folder, copy the command in section 7, and then paste it and run it into your terminal window. And once that's run, you can switch back over to your AWS console, then go into DynamoDB, select the table for this repo, and then select Explore Items to make sure that that item got saved. You can run that command again to add additional profiles and to make changes to the existing profile. You can also edit directly in DynamoDB. But either way, you can switch around different languages and voices as needed. And with that, you should be ready to try it out. Place a call, and we can't wait to see what you build with Twilio Conversation Relay. Thanks for watching.